At the end of 2021, Dr. Gill Draper retired from her role as our Events and Development Officer. Here's a short appreciation from the BALH team, acknowledging Gill's many years of service to the organisation.
Hello everyone, I'm Gill Draper, Acting Chair of the British Association for Local History. Now today marks the end of an era for the association, as we celebrate, although I think for many of us celebrate's not quite the right word, the retirement of Dr. Gill Draper as our Events and Development Officer. Now Gill has admirably filled this post for around 20 years now. And when I asked fellow trustees and committee members for their memories and views on Gill, everybody sent me their warm wishes and hopes that Gill will enjoy a happy retirement, getting involved in more of the things that she loves, particularly research on medieval and early modern Kent. Now, Gill, as many of you will know, has been dedicated and committed not just to local history, but to the British Association for Local History for 2 decades and more now. Many of you will have come across Gill when she was manning a bookstall or giving a talk at a local or family history event around the country. And that's testament to her brilliant organisational skills, which has often been seen to best effect at our flagship annual Local History Day. Gill, as many of you will also know, is a very warm person. She's willing to adapt, and nowhere was this more obvious was when she came up with our 10-minute talk programme, which was kind of one of the successes of lockdown. Gill has always been a kind of a quiet leadership figure and has formed a formidable partnership with Dr. Jane Howells, the editor of Local History News, in bringing the association and local history to as many audiences as possible. So on behalf of the trustees, Gill, I wish you every best wishes with the retirement, and we hope to see you many more times in future. Good luck, Gill. Thanks.
Hi, Gill. I'm really sorry we won't be able to say goodbye in person to you at the BALH Local History Day. I'm sure you've been finding plenty to do since you've relinquished your role with BALH. And I thought you might like to know that a friend of mine, Mark Halewood, has been working on marking and signing documents in the West Country. So, of course, I alerted him to your chapter on the New Romney playbook. Look out for an article shortly. All the best. Bye.
Gill, although I've been a member of the BALH for very many years, decades, it's only in the last few years that I've been involved in its organisation. And you've always seemed to be there. You've always seemed to be running things, and particularly, what concerns me most, you've always been there selling our publications. You'll be a very hard act to follow, and we will miss you and all your organisational skills enormously. So a very big thank you on behalf of all of us who are involved with the publications side of the BALH.
Hello, Gill. Firstly, a huge thank you generally for all you've done for BALH over many years. I appreciate how indebted we are for your perseverance and continued promotion of BALH. From a personal perspective, I'd like to thank you for your support and kindness when I took over the role of Chair of the Outreach Committee. Without your experience and the knowledge that you were there, my position would have been so much more difficult. Finally, as BALH has moved into the digital age, I'm sure I won't be the only person to thank you for the inspiration that is the 10-minute talks. This was exactly what was needed as COVID struck the land and we were forced into a very speedy change from in-person events to our present very successful online presence. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful retirement with lots of time to do all that research that you actually want to do. Thank you.
Hi Gill, you're one of the first people to welcome me when I joined the BALH team, and you've always been extremely supportive of our digital initiatives, not least of course with you pioneering our 10-minute talks, which was such a great success during the pandemic and continue to be so. Pre-pandemic, you were certainly one of our most public faces with BALH, tirelessly going out to all of those events, often accompanied by Stephen, your husband, promoting both BALH and local history in general to many different people, and of course selling loads of our publications. So thank you, you're greatly missed, and wishing you all the best for the future.
Hello Gill. This is just a message from me in the depths of Wales to say thanks not only for everything you've done for BALH, but in particular, thanks for being so very kind and welcoming to me when I joined the team. And of course, very, very best wishes for everything you do in the future. Hope we can stay in touch. Bye.
Hi Jill, this is just to say thank you for all the support that you gave me, particularly when I first started with BALH, sort of helping me learn the landscape, who was who, always there with a friendly comment, bit of advice or support, which I really appreciate when you join an organisation like this. People like you who've been around for a long time and know the lie of the land and are willing and keen to have younger people help out, that's always been that's so important. So thank you very much.
Hello Jill, I'm very pleased to add a few words to your tribute. You've been a dedicated, knowledgeable and supportive colleague, and the association and all of us have benefited greatly from your hard work and expertise. I'd particularly like to thank you for your contribution to the Historic England report on assessing the value of community-generated research. All my very best wishes to you and Stephen.
Hello Jill. You've been such a major part of the British Association for Local History that it's difficult to envisage the association without your central role. A lot has happened in the time you've been involved with BALH, and your imprint is found in many successful aspects: the AGMs, the attendance at key local and national events, your many detailed reports to committees and the trustees, your interaction with members and non-members. You even played a key role in finding David Killingray as our new chair. When you became ill, you found many ways to get around your restrictions and showed your real resilience and commitment. You did ask me, when you first became a bit incapacitated, whether I'd like you to give way to someone else. I, of course, said no, and the subsequent years have proved that this is absolutely right. Associations move on, and they do so, though, with the imprints of those who have contributed. You've certainly left a strong imprint. Good luck and all the best for the future.